So as you can see here, I've got De Bruyne and White. Why is De Bruyne and White here, you might wonder? Well, the answer is simple. He is back, but we don't know if he'll actually play or not. So normally I do like orange with players who are injured, but we don't know if they're coming back or not. De Bruyne is a bit different because we know he is fit. We just don't know if Pep will risk him. So I will go on to the assumption that De Bruyne does not play, even though I am aware he is fit. Yes, I know. But I don't think Pep will play him in this game. Other than that, this is the first game since the international break. We're playing Wolves. Our next two games even, are easier fixtures against Southampton and against Sparta Praha. So there's absolutely no reason to rest out players in this game. With that said, who are we gonna expect to line up here? Well, I think Ederson is a bit obvious, but here, who are we gonna put next to Foden? And I think you can argue a few things. You can maybe shove Foden into here, and it does matter, by the way, who plays left and right. I'll get into that in a second. Maybe Silva here, or maybe you could have Gundogan here, and then Bernardo Silva not playing, and then Foden here. We can do a bit of that. Personally, I prefer playing Gundogan, because I think he's just gonna give us more control over the pitch. And Bernardo Silva, I mean, he gives us control too, but Bernardo Silva, his levels are going down. I really hope we sell him after this year, and here is why. You see the amount of disrespect that some of our legendary players receive when they just overstate their due. I don't want Bernardo Silva to become a disrespected player because he stays too long. Because this guy, let me tell you, he is finished. And I really hope he leaves the club before we start hating on him. I really hope that. Because he is one of my favorite players to ever play for this club. But this season we still have him. I do not want him to play into big games. And I don't think that if we're pulling out a full strength lineup, like this first game since the international break, which is always crucial to win, I don't think we play Bernardo Silva in those games. Not as a starter at the very least. So that leaves us on the right wing with only Doku as an option, unless you want to play Savio there. But I believe that Doku is better on the right wing. I've talked about that 1,000 times already. Won't repeat the reasons why now. But in short, if you don't think that Doku is better, check out the West Ham game and tell me, was he better in that West Ham game or was he not? Then, Bob, of course, injured. He may be making a substitute appearance, I heard somewhere. I don't know how true that is. Someone tell me down below, please, how true that is. And the rest of the squad seems pretty obvious. Obviously, I'd love an extra defensive midfielder in, maybe Zubimendi, but currently we don't have that, so it's Kovacic really on his own. I suppose we can play Stones there, but we'll play Kovacic because this is our first lineup and Stones has not played in a while. Haaland, I mean, who's going to tell me that Haaland doesn't start? And Savio, I pick Savio because Wolves is going to sit a bit deeper. You sure can have Grealish, it doesn't matter, you can pick and choose. I think that both are equally good for different reasons. Grealish is not going to break down a deep block, and from what I've seen so far from Wolves this season, they are not the same team that they usually are, and I think they might just resort to playing in a very deep block when they play against us. They are playing home, so maybe they'll feel a bit pressured to go forwards more, but I really expect Wolves to just shrink into themselves for this game, which is a bit unfortunate because they don't usually do that, do they? But I've just got that feeling. Maybe I'm wrong though. Then, Rico Lewis as right back because, God forbid, we play Kyle Walker there. Akanji, Diaz, Guardiola, I mean, this is all standard. This is our standard lineup. Now, I did say that it's important who plays on the left or the right here because I did say move Foden to the left and then Bernardo Silva into the right. And why did I say that? And it is because of the wing play. Now, Gundogan, here on the left, sure, he can go a bit to the left and have Savio or Grealish or whoever is playing there overlap him. That works just fine. Foden going on to the right and Doku going into midfield works just fine too. Both players have that midfield skill and both players have that right wing skill or left wing skill on the other side. Bernardo Silva, now I know he has played on the left before, but I think Bernardo Silva is on his best when he plays on the right. So if we do play with Bernardo Silva, I do expect Foden to be playing on this left-hand side, to be playing football together with Savio here, probably keeping the ball close to themselves, all that stuff, and then Bernardo Silva to be over on this side, overlapping with Doku. That's what I'm expecting here, if Bernardo Silva does play. But again, I'm not expecting Bernardo Silva to play, so I think Foden will be over here, Bernardo Silva on the bench and Gundogan here. And for substitutions, I think the most reasonable is Bernardo Silva to come on for Doku, assuming we have, let's say, a 3-goal lead. Let's say a 2 or 3 goal lead after 60 minutes. Bernardo Silva on, just to give us control, assuming that Savio plays as well, because if Grealish is on, you don't really need that. Then Kyle Walker, I want to see more of him as a centre back, because he played well as a centre back against Fulham. People are giving him shit because he was beaten on pace by the fastest, strongest Premier League player. Like, I think a lot of people forget Adama Traore has been the fastest player in the Premier League, or at the very least the fastest attacker in the Premier League, for 5 years. He's faster than Salah. I think Traore is faster than Salah. So, criticizing Walker for being beaten on pace in a one-on-one with Traore was also making it difficult for Traore and pulling him back so he can't get a good shot on the ball, which caused him to miss. I think that's just dumb. I think that's just a dumb critique to have. Like, I'm sorry, Wolves don't have Adama Traore. Well, they used to, but they don't anymore. They don't have Traore. So, saying, oh, Walker got beat by Traore in a foot race, so now he's washed. I think Walker is washed as a right back because he's never in position. But if he can play as a centre back half decently, then I am fine with having Kyle Walker as a centre back. Only if he can play decently. And that's why I want to see in these games, if we have a bit of a lead, bring Kyle Walker on as centre back. Let's see what he can do. So Walker is probably going to come on if I'm the manager, but I'm not. So then, who else do we bring on? I think I want to see Nunez as striker, but that's never going to happen. So we'll probably see Nunez come on for Kovacic, something like that. And I think that's about all the substitutions we'll make. I don't think we'll go full substitutions. Maybe Ake will come on to have some minutes. Maybe like 10 minutes at the end of the game. And that's about it. I doubt that we'll use all 5 substitutions. Unless we like have a really big lead, then maybe we bring on McAtee or something to rest Foden as well. But unless we have a really big lead, I doubt that we're going to make 5 substitutions. So that's my predictions here for the game tactically. Now, what are my predictions score-wise? Score-wise, I think it's quite easy. Man City will concede a goal because we're Man City and we can't keep clean sheets. But we'll outscore them. I'll go with a Haaland goal. 1 goal by Haaland. I think I'll go with Savio's first goal for Man City. And who else shall we have to score? Foden needs a goal, but I don't think he'll score in this game. It just doesn't feel like a game that Foden scores. Just going off of gut feeling, by the way. So, who will we say? Let's go Doku. Let's go Doku to score. Our entire front 3 scores. Savio, Doku and Haaland. There you go. Great work by the front 3. That's my predictions. 1-3 to Man City. Thank you for watching to the end. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me down below what you're expecting from this game. If you quite agree with my opinions here. And tell me what you're thinking, by the way, of Kyle Walker as a centre back. I need to hear those opinions. Kyle Walker, centre back. What is everyone thinking? Tell me down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.